Carl, we are now roughly 36 hours away from Yaxel Lendeborg's deadline to announce that he is either entering or withdrawing from the NBA draft. Yesterday, Dion and I did a video about Yaxel's social media posts over the weekend that may have alluded to the fact that he's likely leaving. Well, I did some asking around, and a very rare moment on this channel here. I think I'm gonna hint at what might happen here. This isn't full-blown reporting, but I have on at least good record from sources I trust what the outcome of this entire saga is going to be. And it's up to you and I to decide if we believe what people are saying. But I don't think anyone else is saying it out loud right now. And it might be time to say it in this video card. So, first off, how are you from this weekend? Are you ready to talk Yaxel Lendeborg again?
I think so, but I'm kind of shook right now personally. This has never really been our bag.
I know we don't do this,
Yeah.
but maybe we shouldn't do it. I'm still kind of in between because this could only be like held over my head and our heads if it's wrong.
Well,
Uh,
here's you'll do this, and then we'll make a reaction video to this.
yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Greg Waddell came on Sleepers the other day. His jackass thought that Yaxel was going to commit, and he came out with a video of it.
Clown ourselves for. Okay, so here's why I'm comfortable laying this out the way I have. I mentioned yesterday that while Yaxel was simultaneously posting graphics that say he's likely leaving, the buzz behind the scenes was that people were tipping off Michigan that he may come to Michigan. This got more concrete yesterday, and that's what I'm now willing to share. From multiple sources, multiple people that I have talked to that are inside the walls at the University of Michigan's basketball program. They have all been tipped off from a direct source with knowledge of his decision that he is going to come to Michigan. Now, again, I will reiterate for the 1000th time in this offseason, I'm not sure I believe it because if you are doing the domino effect here, how do we get to the point where sources inside the walls are saying we've been told he's coming? Yaxel is basically telling Michigan he's coming, right? That's my interpretation of it. I don't know for sure that it's Yaxel that told them, but like the only way you get to the point where I have multiple people I trust that I know are within the walls that are hearing this, the only way I get there is Yaxel is saying it. I don't trust Yaxel. Speaking for me personally, I don't trust him. I straight up do not trust him. And I think it is within the realm of possibility that Yaxel Lendeborg may once again be saying things that might not be true, even to people inside the program. So that's my personal conjecture on it. But what I can share, again, not a reporter, not trying to break news, what I can share as of the latest update, the day before the deadline, is that sources inside Michigan's program have been directly told for the first time Yaxel Lendeborg is going to announce that he will come to Michigan. Your thoughts?
Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, makes sense given everything that kind of went down at the combine. I think it makes sense given a lot of the mock drafts that I'm looking at right now, and I think it makes sense given the number that Michigan is going to give him. I think that, coming into this, it would have taken a really good, I think, solid promise or mock of Yaxel to have him turn down a payday that's this much money from the University of Michigan. So, I mean, I think once you look at what has transpired and how the pre-draft process has played out from going from the, oh, he's measuring great to, oh, he was really good in that first game to, maybe not as good the other day, the second day at the NBA Combine, seeing his mock draft status kind of fall a little bit to where he's a fringe first rounder on most of the stuff that I'm looking at makes complete sense why he should take this, multi-million dollar payday for however, I mean, how long is a college basketball season? 6 months if you play all the way through, something
Yeah.
like that. Like that's it's crazy money.
Yeah. So, okay, I think you and I agree. Like,
And sorry, last thing. So I do want to give a little bit of credit to the move basketball wise too, because he can actually go. I think because to me, the thing I got from Yaxel, the vibes I got from him the whole time we talked about him at the combine, is that he does want to be like a star. Like he wants to be. I think he wants to go to places and refer to himself in the third person. Talking about, I mean, Yaxel's gonna hoop today. Like I feel like he will do that sometime this season, and I think he can do that more so at Michigan or at the college level, I guess I'll say, than at the NBA.
I do think lost in this entire discussion of will he, won't he, what should he do, has been the fact that it would be really fun to be a superstar in college getting paid $4 million, right?
Mm,
Like I mean, you played college basketball. I'm sure the NBA is also fun, but like there are few players. They're just in general. There are few players that will play college basketball that will ever have an opportunity in front of them like what Yaxel has. Get $4
yeah.
million dollars for a year to be a superstar in a fun system that just made Danny Wolf a top 20 pick.
Hmm.
Like that's a rare opportunity that I am almost assuredly positive he will love. Anyone would love that. It would be fun. And I think you're right. I think that's a good point. So I feel like we have fleshed out what he should do. Like you saying, like, oh, it makes sense. That's my reaction. I think I agree with that. I'm more interested in do we believe it? Do we believe him? Because again, this update that I shared is not all that different from the update the whole time from Michigan side, right? Michigan side, since he committed, has been the only side saying we're not worried about this at all. As every single national reporter went one by one, as Trilly updated his Discord, as Goodman, as all of them, not to just name names. I love those guys. You know this. We work with both of them. But like all of them, one by one, methodically, were just like, he's not coming to Michigan. He's not serious about this. And Michigan was like, not even working on backup plans. So it's not exactly a monumental update that Michigan, a day before he's going to commit, is saying they've been told. The difference from the whole time is Michigan hasn't said they've been told. Michigan's just said we feel good about it. Now they are saying we've been told it's done and he's coming. Um, but again, I think there's a fair element of this that has to be do you buy it? It's distinctly possible that Yaxel could be lying to them even 2 days before this. And he has been a guy who has clearly said things that he isn't fully concrete in. He backtracked his percentages last week. So I guess that's the last question for me. The final boss of Yaxel Lendeborg questions here is do you believe him? Yes or no? And I still don't know if I can get there.
I think I believe him at
You
this
do.
point. I think I believe him at this point, given all the other like the previous things that I said. I just think that it to me it would surprise me to the point where I'd be like, that's a like I don't want to like throw the word out there like calling people dumb or necessarily, but I think it'd be a dumb move at this point to go to the NBA.
Well, do you think it'd be dumb
Yes.
just because money at Michigan or?
Well, money and given like what he is like if what he has said is true and he wants like this promise and he wants to be like a guy that's picked in the range of the NBA where he's going to be making like good money and have a guaranteed deal and everything like that. That's not a foregone conclusion right now. Like that's a risk he would take at this point. So
Yeah.
maybe not dumb, but risky.
Okay. All right.
Whereas I think there's a non-risk move to choose.
Yeah. Okay. Here's me once again putting my final sprinkle of skepticism on this. If he's telling Michigan players, coaches, media, whoever you want to call it, if he's telling them, hey, guess what? I'm going to commit. I'm in. I'm coming. Why hasn't he just committed?
Because that's we want to drag this out. Like this is yeah. Yaxel wants to take his time.
That's what I still have a problem with. So like we're supposed to trust the guy who just keeps being like, yeah, yeah, trust me, I'm coming. I just want to wait one more day. What are we waiting for? Right? If you are telling
He wants to build. He wants to build this. This is he. That's my biggest. I told you this is my biggest takeaway from this. I didn't realize that Yaxel like this.
so I'm never gonna trust him then. like, like I gotta hear it from him. And if other people are hearing it from him, great. But I just again to me it would be like it's like the girl who like when you got her alone in your house, she's just like, "Oh baby, I love you. This is so great. You're my forever." And then like you see her at the bar and she doesn't even look at you. And you're just like, what are we doing? Like, it's like, oh, I'm just like getting a drink. I'm just like with my friends. Like, don't worry about it. Oh, and then at 3 a.m. she comes across, she's back to you. Oh, I love you so much. Like, just love me then, right? Like, if you want to love me, I'm paying you $4 million to love me publicly. Love me. Do it. I
That's a
don't
crazy
get
state. That's a crazy statement. We don't endorse that on this channel, by the way.
I'm just saying, like, like is am I being unfair to just be like, just do it at this point then? You know?
My last counterpoint to the counterpoint of your counterpoint of how you're feeling about your counterpoints. You only feel this way because it affects you directly as a Michigan fan.
You think so?
Yeah, otherwise you would just kind of be, eh,
You don't
meh.
think I'd be clowning this if it was other schools too?
No, no, I'm not even saying you'd be clowning. I just saying I don't think it would have. I don't think it would be like you would be like, come on, come on, come on about it. You just be
Well,
like, I
I'd
mean,
be less on edge about it, but I would think it's stupid.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like less. Oh, obviously less anxiety about it.
Sure. Okay. Well, all right. Well, there you have it. First real tidbit of information that I've been able to share on this. And if and when it does come true, I think I got to give some props in the end to a couple people that told me I could share this story. So we'll get to that point if their prediction or if what they're reporting ends up coming true. One more day, Michigan fans. One more day.